Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to pre-market update. S&P 500 looking for a bottom today or tomorrow. Working out perfectly. This cycle analysis is working out. You can see how good this is. Two cycles are coming here looking for a bottom either today or tomorrow. This window is here. So this is your last opportunity before we're going to get a nice bounce here. So look to buy your favorite stocks. And so far it's working out perfectly. That's all I wanted to say. And you can see how good this analysis is. Please hit the like button if you like the content. I would really appreciate that, and share this channel with your friends and family and let everybody make money. This is free and everybody can join, share and subscribe. All right, so let's do side-by-side comparison where cycle analysis on the right side where I show SPX, and now let's change it with MES live futures. You can see live futures are down a bit, but I'm looking for a bottom very soon, maybe today. And on the left side is buy and sell zones. Green line is where we buy, red line is where we sell. You want to know more about these? Join my channel. There's a description in the video, the link there. And let me know your ID on a Discord channel group, and I will add you to members section where I post every hour these buy and sell zones and all your favorite stocks. And I also post my trades, what I'm taking, live trades I post for my subscribers, and you can join and you can see what I'm buying and selling. Okay, so you can see in the buy zone, this is not where you will be looking to short. This is where you will be looking to buy. All right, so looking for a bounce. And if I go to SPY, I wanted to show you this. If I zoom in, you can see there is a gap on SPY opening right on gap here. All right, so if I zoom in, you can see here. You can see this gap here. This gap up happened on 18th of 15th of May. Now we are right opening on the gap. All right. So that gap is going to be filled this morning. All right. And that's it. I think that's it. That's the bottom, I think. And I was telling everybody from last couple of days, if you watch my channel, I said most likely there are two gaps, and this is the second gap. First gap I already deleted, which filled yesterday. This is mostly the second gap, and then we're going to bounce, and that's where this 20 moving average is also coming, white line. And that's it. We're going to be bouncing from here, in my opinion. All right, so that's where we are on MES and SPY. MNQ Nasdaq is a bit stronger, already bouncing, came to the buy zone, now bouncing here. And on triple Qs, uh, there is a gap here. Looks like they might want to fill this gap around 454. So keep that in keep an eye on that. If they come down, fill that gap, then that's it. It's going to bounce after filling that gap. This is holding very strong compared to other indices. All right, and Dow Jones, which I'm holding personally, uh, weaker because there was a bad earning from CRM after hours yesterday, down almost 16%, and that affected all big Microsoft, Snowflakes, and all other some other big stocks as well, like Amazon. So anyhow, but you can see on Dow Jones DIA ETF, I was telling everybody there are three gaps here. If I zoom in, this gap here, which is where it's opening right now, this gap is now filled. I deleted it. Now it's gap down. So all these yellow lines are the gaps to fill. And I think Dow Jones is going to be bottoming very soon, probably today, opening on a gap down. And eventually these gaps will fill. So even if you buy today to the top, we are almost 5%. If you buy 3x ETF, that's like 15% upside potential. Okay, so you do what's best for you, but this is like an index which will have a new high very soon, within a week or 2 week or a month. Okay, you can hold for that. You can buy UDAO. 5% will make you 15%. All right, so keep that in mind. Okay, so you can see Dow Jones. Let's go and see US 30. This is the index in the buy zone. All right, and on the daily chart, US 30 8 counts buy signal here. All right, last time I got 9 counts and then it bounced. Right now 8 counts, so this could be the bottom, or we're due for a rally. Okay, we're due for a rally. Even if it's a relief rally, we are due for a rally, so keep that in mind. Extremely oversold on the day trading chart. This is where you want to be looking to buy. Close your eye and buy. This is the kind of level you're in. Russell 2000 bouncing from the buy zone, and on Russell 2000 IWM ETF, you can see here now there is a potential gap here all the way down to 200. I don't know if it's going to be filled. Looks like it's ready to bounce. There's a gap down happen around 204, so Again, Russell 2000 also weaker than other indices. So this can also bounce. So my two favorite indices are Russell and Dow Jones at this time. All right. So UNH, all right. So from nowhere, it dropped yesterday. CEO said healthcare cost is going to be high, which we already know, and they dumped it from no, like just CEO saying something. So anyhow, so the point is, this is in the buy zone, all right, and there are multiple gaps, yellow lines, you know the drill. It's going to eventually fill, so very good time to buy. Tesla is up 1.72% pre-market. They're rolling out FSD in China. This gap down happened yesterday, and they're going to go fill this gap, and then probably they're going to dump again. Who knows? This is like so unpredictable stock. So anyhow, so the opening on a gap fill and near resistance sell line. So keep that in mind. All these yellow lines are gaps to fill. If you can patiently hold, I think we're gonna be in 200s, maybe in a month or so. What else? AMD was in the buy zone yesterday. You can see test buy zone and bounce. Right now in the neutral zone. If you miss buying, you miss buying. CNQ is also in the buy zone, so I just kept some stocks I like at the top. It's in the buy zone. Crude oil is also going towards buy zone here. Bitcoin. Bitcoin also trying to form a bottom. I think Bitcoin will soon form a bottom, same as SPX cycles chart. Although you can see here green line is crossing red line already. So Bitcoin, if it does not bounce now, it could get some bearish pressure. But let's see if SPX can bounce. This can bottom and then bounce right away. It needs to do right now. But it's sitting on some support, all right? So it's sitting on support. I think it's going to find bounce very, very soon. Ethereum, same thing. Ethereum is also looking for a bounce. And on BTC chart on CME futures, there's a gap around 70,300. So they're going to fill that gap at some point. And on ETH, that gap is around 39.49. They will fill that gap as well. All right, Hang Seng Index China is in the buy zone right now. Okay, so Alibaba, Baidu's will be in the buy zone in my opinion. Apple is in the neutral zone. Amazon is in the neutral zone. Netflix is in the sell zone. Uh, Not interested in buying new highs for Netflix. Google in the neutral zone. Meta, Facebook going towards buy zone. Maybe after, I think Microsoft might be in the buy zone after CRM bad release. Yeah, it is touching the buy zone. So Microsoft is a good buy in my opinion if you want to buy something. Snowflake should also be a good buy, already in the buy zone. And NVDA, well, it's if you didn't buy before, why would you buy now? It's near highs. I'm not gonna be buying. AVGO near neutral zone. Qualcomm. Qualcomm is near neutral zone, and then CRM. So CRM here, let's look at the daily chart. Opening here on a gap fill. You can see here, if I hide this gap, you can see this gap up happened here yesterday, not yesterday, on this day, earnings gap up. So it's gonna go start filling some of these gaps. So this gap here, this gap here. Let's make it green. So I think it's gonna go start filling these gaps. All right. So it's gonna come down to around 225.9 at minimum, and then bounce maybe. And on a weekly chart, still it can go lower. Okay. So you can see, oh, it is lower here. All right. So it's near 200 EMA and SMA. So keep that in mind. It's around 221, and then the EMA is around 212. So this is where it should bottom, somewhere around 200 EMA and SMA. You can put that in your chart. You can see here on a weekly chart, every time it touches this blue and blue lines, bounce, blue line touch, bounce. So maybe be a bit patient. It will touch this blue line and then bounce. All right. So that's, I think, will happen. So anyhow. So let it, I won't be buying here. Let it settle down for a couple of days, fill some of this gap, and then maybe bounce. All right, so let's go to GDX gold miners in the buy zone right now. Look at commodities, gold. Gold is Still holding, could be a high low. This low is holding, so it could still bounce near neutral line right now. Silver is down for some reason, not sure why. In the buy zone right now. Natural gas is in the buy zone after a massive pump, just consolidating in the buy zone short term. Copper is also in the buy zone. Palladium is bouncing from the buy zone. Soybeans is in the buy zone. Sugar bouncing from the buy zone. Wheat is also bouncing from the buy zone. Corn is also bouncing from the buy zone. All right. And dollar index DXY is in the middle, selling off. So dollar was really, stock market sold off, dollar was pumping, now it's coming down, stock market should pump. This is an indication that a pump is coming in stock market. That's about it, I think, guys. If you like any other favorite stocks you want me to review, just message down and let me know what stocks you want to see. I can review them. And I think let's look at Alibaba is also in the buy zone. So Alibaba is also a good stock to hold. Massive pump. Now just trying to find a bottom in the buy zone short term. Okay. Even Hang Seng Index is also in the buy zone. Looks like they have a dividends for some reason. They're declaring dividends. Interesting. 1.6 per share. That's pretty good, in my opinion. Do they do dividends every January and then July? So looks like 2 times a year they're gonna do dividend release. Interesting. Uh, X date is June, so within half a month. Let's look at VIX. VIX is bouncing, and I was telling you this is in the demand zone and it's bouncing. It's bounced. Should be falling very soon now. Okay, so I'm expecting bottom to happen and a pump will start soon. That should drop VIX. So this is it. I think this is it for VIX. It's going to come back down. There's some gaps here, which I will show later, but those gaps should fill. Okay, guys, hopefully this was helpful. Please hit the like button on your way out, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.